welcome to Extraordinary Woman in Tech Diamond Interviews, where we spotlight most transformative leaders reshaping technology and business. Today, I'm really delighted to have joined by Manika Gupta, CIO of Business Segment and Enterprise Systems at General Electric. Over more than a decade in GE, she's led some of the company's most complex transformations and really was upfront of engineering and innovation at scale. Manika brings a rare blend of technology depth, business strategy, and global leadership experience. She's a true change maker, and we're excited to hear her story and how she led transformation on a global scale. Welcome, Manika. So great to have you.
Thanks, Ileana. Really excited to be here.
I know you've led multi-million-dollar transformation programs and navigated massive technological shifts. What's one pivotal moment in your career where you realized your leadership was truly making an impact?
It's such a beautiful question. I think that moment for me was when I saw that the people that I touched and I embraced started paving the way for other people. And many times, when we think of leadership, we think of ourselves, but leadership really is all about people. And it makes a big difference to someone who you give a chance to and help them, in times of need when they really need your support. Because what comes out of that is so beautiful, not just for the person, but also for the organization. So really, when you're doing transformation, there's so much that's going on. This is something that truly showed me what I was doing, and to an extent where I am driven so much more to help people and support people and lift them up every single day, every single chance I get.
No, that's amazing. And, my question is, you've led so many different teams and global scale. How do you really build and sustain high-performing teams in times of disruption, rapid change? Are there any tricks that you use to really help the team to be on top of their game?
It's very hard. I'll start with that. But I'll give you an analogy. Look, I was thinking about it, and, it's almost like you are driving a racing car and you're in a race and you are moving so fast that you just want to win. But in order for you to win, you need enough fuel in the car. Mm-hmm. And people are that fuel, so the transformations and the change is so rapid that you could keep going at a really high speed. But if you forget about the people, you will lose. So I think the biggest piece is, making sure there is an empathetic element to it. Your EQ needs to be very high as a leader in times like these. And constant communication is something that is the most critical aspect of driving change and helping maintain these high-performing teams when everybody is actually trying to climb a hill. And if you don't, stay connected, everybody will start climbing the wrong hill, which are actually not connected at the top. So very, very important, pieces of learnings I have gone through in my experiences while I've led these big transformations at GE.
No, that's great. Manika, what about you? When you were going through changing roles and you have an amazing career growth, and I wanted to know that, is there a person or someone that helped you grow, the mentors or trainers? Is there a program that you went through that really made you believe that this is my voice, my brand, I'm ready to take action and grow my career?
I think, again, Ileana, you cannot grow by yourself. You need mentors, you need support from friends, family all the time, because nobody was born knowing everything, right? And your mentors, your friends, your family, they actually are the catalysts that help you, grow faster. And very early, look, I've been with GE for a really long time, and very early in my career, I started the leadership program. It was a 100-year-old leadership program that basically would put you in very intense environments across, business units. As you know, we have ton of businesses, or we used to have ton of businesses, and that would help you put in situations in a very fast-paced environment. Every 4 months, you are changing the business, you're changing the function. The speed at which you are learning everything was so crazy that really, that helped me, honestly, to be who I am today. Incrementally, the other piece I would say is that not everybody is open to opportunities, right? Opportunities come every single day. And being open to it, keeping your doors open to it is really important, because at the end of the day, taking some calculated risks and being open to opportunities is really what helps you take the leapfrog from, where you are to where you want to be.
Absolutely. What I'm hearing is really put yourself in a very uncomfortable situations and learning fast and adapting quickly and not thinking maybe about it, right? Because I think we hesitate. So having that push for yourself to go and be uncomfortable in those roles where you're really learning and adapting quickly. And the second one is really becoming that force of learning and being on the top of the game in terms of technology. That is great. And question about AI. I know that as AI automation, quantum computing, transforming every industry, what advice would you give to leaders who want not just to adapt the disruption, but shape it, especially for women? I know that I think we have a first time opportunity for us to become really equal in AI transformation and also use our business skills and thinking about the ROI and less about technology. Do you feel that women in particular will have some advice to actually be on frontlining AI transformation?
I absolutely believe in it. I think to be really successful in this AI race or game or future, right? I'd say we all need to be brilliant at basics, right? Like right now, today, I think all of us are trying to understand even what the potential of AI is, which is huge. And especially, for women, this is my recommendation, right? Start with understanding the data. Start with understanding the processes. And as you understand these, basics, I mean, the world is open to what you want to do. It is such a creative space. And that is why I say, like, it's a tremendous potential for women, given the creativity and the creativity that they come with. So big potential, but I can't emphasize enough that, we need to be brilliant at basics, because AI is going to create a lot of noise. Anything that is a buzz, starts with everybody trying to take shortcuts and trying to give fast results, which may or may not be a good thing or a bad thing, but the long-term returns, which are super powerful, will come when you start from data and build on top of that.
No, that's beautiful. I love it. I feel women sometimes they shy away from trying new things, especially when it's so unknown, but actually just staying true to your creativity and experimenting with it, right? The more you experiment, the more you see your edge and where you can use your human side, and especially female side, on pushing the envelope for technology. Question for you, more of a futuristic question. If you think about few years from now, how would IT organization would look like in the big scale? Do you think the C-level roles will be the same? Are they going to be blended? Will you think some roles will be eliminated or combined, like the CIO with the CRO with the CMO? Do you feel that there is an opportunity to really reshape the organizational charts with new AI tools and how we look at it?
Yes, I think the simple and short answer is yes. Today the organizations are still very divided in terms of the different functions that they run, right? You have a different marketing function, you have a different finance function, you have a DT function, then you have the business strategy function. All of them are super different. However, in the times to come, as we start realizing the capabilities and the results that AI can bring, right, to our data, I feel the digital technology function is going to be more and more embedded within the businesses. Because, I mean, it's a very strong bond between 50% business and 50% DT kind of combination. Like that for me is AI. And when you start integrating these with every single function that we have, basic DT operations will continue to exist, right? That is the data layer. You got to keep the data layer. But the transformation piece will be so embedded within the functions that the speed at which we'll be transforming and the speed at which we will be delivering, I think it's going to be phenomenal. So absolutely, I see the landscape and the C-suite changing. Exactly how, I don't know, but it's not going to be the same as what it is today.
For sure. I also know there's two camps of scarcity about, okay, there will be new jobs generated with AI and, with a new wave of talent coming in, but also there's a lot of people that their jobs will be eliminated. What is your take on the future of the employment? And is there anything that new generation and also the people that have been around in technology can do to transform some of the skills to become relevant and still relevant in the market and keep their jobs and keep growing?
Learning is by far the most important thing anybody can do without even thinking about the bands, right? Whether you are an entry-level person or you are an executive or a C-suite member, like you got to be learning every single day for you to grow. So I'll start with that. And the second piece I would say again is, right, don't be shy to dirty your hands. Absolutely. I mean, AI, there are so many different models out in the market, and there's so much of, so many tools that are available today, for the lack of a better term, whether it's ChatGPT, Perplexity, like go on, right? And these days you can tailor the various tasks or modules that you want to learn from very quickly, and almost, you can use it as your learning platform that teaches you about new skills. So in the days to come, learn about the industry, that you want to be in. Very important, right? Like focus yourself, because you can't work across all the industries at the same time. So understand the industry you want to play a part in, and then understand what are the skills that you need to learn for you be able to make an impact as the AI dominance and the pathway starts to become a little bit more clear. And dirty your hands, like go deep, understand the data, understand your, coding language skills, so that you can improvise what an AI model is telling you, because if you don't know how it is running, you can never make it better.
Yeah, I love it. What I'm hearing is really compartmentalize and pick the industry, but also be very precise on maybe how to match your skills with the future AI skills, right? I think there's so many things out there, so it's a little scary to narrow it down. But if you really look at your map of skills, look at your industry, that will help you narrow down, right? And become an expert and have the AI enablement for your skills, right?
Absolutely. Look, I mean, focus, right? You cannot emphasize enough on that, because it's so easy to get lost. And I believe in the statement that someone said, if you prioritize everything, you prioritize nothing. So very important to define your area scope that you want to go in, and then go in with your 100%.
I love it. I also wanted to congratulate you on being recognized among 100 top 100 women in technology. Amazing. I know you've shared a lot about your, tools that you use to become a leader you are. But is there one particular lesson that you've learned that helped you really be and thrive in the intersection of innovation, leadership, inclusion?
Yes, I would actually pick a couple. And I'd say again, I think we talked about this one. Staying curious and learning every single day is absolutely, something that helps me keep navigating, keep learning, keep it helps me to be happy, to be honest. And the second piece coupled to that, right? Like it's not easy to immerse yourself in new areas and expect to excel every single time. It comes with failures. And embracing failure is super critical to also being successful. So I think my one advice, to everyone out there is don't be afraid of failures. Failures teach you so much more than what success teaches you. And take the learnings, move on. And, when success keeps coming to you, just be humble. I think those are the few that I'd leave the audience with.
I love it. It's clearly you can see how humble you are, but also you reach the top. You think about people. You stay curious. You are okay embracing failures. There's a lot to learn from you, and I'm really thankful for you to share your story and all the little tips that we can all embrace. And thank you so much for joining us. And I hope I see you in person, and we can partner in the future.
Absolutely, Ulana. Thank you so much for having me. And I can't wait to, see all the great things you are doing within the women in technology sector. And I am very excited to partner with you in future and contribute as well.
Me too, Manika. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.